All right, have you ever wanted to give value, guys, and you wanted to do it without flexing, right? I'm Jeff J. Cunningham, Jeff the Entrepreneur. If you don't know me, I apologize. Click like, subscribe, and share this video. I'm gonna go over the 8 takeaways from 10X, which was in Vegas that I was just at. And I wanna give this to you because a lot of people, I lost my voice from networking there, right? And from speaking there, a lot of people say, Jeff, is it really worth it when you go to all these events? We see you to these events. One of the guys who helped me out with my last videos, huge guy, he kind of gets on me. So I want to go over some of the tips, and then I'm going to go why I went to the event, okay? So, and I'm going to actually, let me stop this as we go because I'm using the teleprompter app here too. So the first tip is do something hard with your team or clients and they will still stay longer. So this is Joe Dispenza, the guy of the Tough Mudder. And as I thought about it, as we're going through troubling times with the recession and everything coming on right now, as me building this business, Changing Life Consulting, which you're seeing in the licensee model of trusted experts, we just did a little getaway in Miami and it was very memorable. We went out for an event together, Break the Code. I was at the boot camp with my business partner Andy O'Date of Regret It, and Caesar and George were there. And we took a picture together, and I just remember this, maybe I'll put it up on the screen. We took a picture together with all our hats on and we got them. And the one girl, if you go and look at my YouTube video, second most beautiful girl ever, who made fun of me that I wouldn't be able to do what I was doing back then, was actually the person to take the picture of us with all our hats on, which is just crazy cool because although that wasn't something hard we did together, it was something that we did together that really just built a bond, right? So now going forward, especially with everything with our team and new licensees who like to do some Daredevil stuff, we'll probably be doing a certain type of retreat. We talked about doing the Elite War Room and having, basically 7-figure entrepreneurs in, doing, jet skis and cigars and doing like kind of mastermind. But even for our Change Life Consulting team, we're probably gonna do like a Tough Mudder or something like that together. So that's something that's gonna happen that you look forward to on this channel. And this is something that I suggest that you guys, if you're a business owner watching this, maybe you're a personal brand, maybe you're a coach, consultant, we have a lot of those people, do that, pick that what to do, and also invite clients to do that as well, which anybody in my inner circle will give that to. Another one was Jesse Itzler. One of the best things actually when Grant, by the way, people give Grant such a hard time. Grant actually said at a point that everybody that wasn't sitting in a chair can come and move up to a chair for it. And people all the time, there was a great moment when Grant was, we were in the Miami Turnberry area. I've gone to basically all these 10Xs, and a bird flies in. He's, how'd that bird get in there? He didn't pay, right? And knowing Grant, and we hate or love Grant, he always comes by that way. He's like, everybody can come up. I don't care what seat you did. These were all sold out. Come and sit in. The people are dedicated, want to be here. When that happened, one of the young, hungry executive ticket people, her name I'll keep out for later on, but she was in there and we watched Jesse Itzler's stuff, and it was good because I got to get a take from somebody for it. And one of them was communicate and make a list of time to be present then. So one thing, if you have a business owner, you have a lot of things going on, what we implemented, this came from Patrick and Dave for our business, was having an issues list. So basically we would do it. I just learned from Anil Gupta, said, tell all your team members, hey, when you come to a problem, come to a problem with me with 3 solutions. And nobody will come to you with that problem because we're naturally all problem solvers and we have it deep within us, right? It's a way to develop leadership, right? And I learned that after I went out. Jesse Itzler was talking about him writing a book and his wife always bugging him and saying, hey, did you take the kids for this? And so he just made a time to be present so that way he can be present for his wife. She can write down anything Monday at 9, whatever the time it is. They go and sit and talk about all the issues that they're on there, right? Perfect. The other thing he said, which makes me, I used to be a behavioral middle school teacher or substitute teacher, and these kids had so much energy. And I'd always try and keep up with their energy. Everybody thinks I have a lot of energy, man. Kids have a ton of energy. And Jesse Itzler made a thing that never be too tired for my kids. If I'm working too hard, I'm basically, I'm not doing it right? So that was just, those are good things, thinking future is my future, whatever my future holds. I want to do it right, being a dad, I think of things. Then you need to be hard on your team. This actually came from freaking Tom Brady, the guy I was totally not a fan of, the Tuck Rule, Spygate, all that stuff, and became a fan of greatness of him. I really was rooting for him a lot in the Tampa Bay days. We'll probably have him on our celebrity show eventually. Well, you need someone to be hard on your team, even if it's not you to hold them accountable. So he's like, I like to be liked, and he liked that Bill Belichick, okay? Bill Belichick was hard on the team and hard on him and would swear to him. And instead of Brady not having that approach like, I'm Tom Brady, you shouldn't yell at me, by doing that, he'd be hard on everybody else. So nobody was a thing, you know. And Belichick, you know, I have my own words about him. I'm not a huge fan of him. But I did realize that holding everybody, having someone to be that guy to hold people accountable is definitely a resource you need. You need some of that, right? Then this one came from Megyn Kelly. Someone asked me, Tarek, if you're watching this, when we were at the little VIP party after in Hakkasan in MGM Grand, he asked me, who's your favorite speaker? And I said Megyn Kelly, and I said it because where we're going now, I want to speak my truth, right? I want to say stuff, and I feel at the point right now, you know, you got to be careful kind of what you say, kind of, right? Especially if this is on here. But Megyn Kelly basically said that. She said, chances are there's more people that agree with you than you think. And it's very true. So I'm huge on capitalism and freedom, man. You know, I don't know if I'll run for president at one time or not. I've been talking about it a lot lately. And the reason why I talk about it is at a different level, makes me want to do stuff, makes me want to hold myself to a higher standard, where if I said, hey, I just want to be, you know, this travel, they have all these credit stacking guys who go all these nice locations. You know, it's more than that, right? I feel like I'm called for more of that, to hold the high. Not that I'm perfect by any means. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I want higher integrity and high character. The vault and Patrick David's, you know, really impacted me a lot. This was something really good. I actually learned this in the mastermind with shout out to Spec and everybody else who invited me out, and Maddie, CEO Jay. But basically they did share your core values. Don't do something for money that doesn't align with them. So Mark Wahlberg said this. Mark Wahlberg was an actor. He showed up, really good guy, and really talked about, and really where I'm Jeff the Entrepreneur. My brand is, you know, definitely blowing up every day. We're only going to pour gasoline on the fire now with Viral Alchemy and acquiring a short film video company, doing work for Coach Stormy and Alex Morton, and now for other top tier clients, including myself. But it's standing by your core values, right? And don't do something for money that doesn't align with you. So, you know, I've done a few things for skincare. Shout out to Live No BS and certain brand ambassador deals that I got that I like doing because they align with me. I want to keep good skin. I want to keep my health in, right? So, but not doing everything. Everybody wants me to rep something for money. Hey, can you connect me on everything? And really being clear on our core values. So we have our core creed that we did all together as a team. And one thing I learned, a caveat I learned at the mastermind after by, I think it was Spec who said this, was when you let somebody go, when you fire someone, fire them because they violated a core value, that when you onboarded them, you let them know, hey, this was it. You didn't have extreme ownership. You kept pointing the blame. Sorry, you're out of here. Too much negative, right? Really let them know this is why we stand to it, and it's a core value principles. You know, values and principles are everything. These I got from somebody else, the girl sitting next to me, the EXP agent, who she might be my gift-giving girl, because that was another thing. Jesse, I bought some gifts for, you know, Bradley and who else in the time? All these different guys, you know, while I was just growing up, and I think it's a great way to do something. Jesse Itzler will probably be on my podcast. We got to get him a gift, because he would always feel like he needed a gift, so he'd buy a gift for somebody else that would have him on his podcast. So we got to get him a gift when we have him on. But if you turn value to be defined by someone else, they will always define you less than them, which is awesome. One thing that I always did, and this is just you know, being as transparent as I can, as I was kind of compared someone else, like I was waiting for validation from Grant Cardone, right? That I was good at branding, right? And no offense to Grant, man. Grant's Grant, right? He's number one, man. He's got all the products, right? So you don't need to do that, right? And I always would like give people credit in a point to the fault when I got pretty good, man. You know, when I was there, you know, I know the personal branding space out there with the best of them, all right? And there's a reason why, you know, people have flown me out in countries and said there was a guy, they've compared me to stuff. And I think there was a lot of times too, I was waiting for validation. So don't wait for validation, because it's your turn to value. You don't want to define your value by somebody else, right? They always define you less. That's why we have a 30K, 50K, and 100K package to work my team for everything. This is one thing I've done really quick to get here so fast is fail fast, learn fast. You know, I've probably been in my entrepreneur journey not even that long, right? Like for everything. You know, I always was at a lemonade stand when I was 8. I was making my brother and sister advertise outside. So I've always been an entrepreneur. I wanted to be a politician, then I wanted to be a lawyer, then I became a teacher, right? And a teacher, you're always creating your own lesson plans. And I was failing fast and learning fast there on, certain things. There was like a coding class I was part of. There was a music studio, and then I taught other stuff, right? But when I went out and I started buying all these courses and books and mentors, I really started failing fast. Hey, this doesn't work for software. Hey, we need to hire this guy, right? And I started learning fast. And part of what now has me as a trusted consultant, really getting, paid anywhere between $12,500 for a call, right? For a Zoom call, was because I've learned faster and I've course corrected stuff 4 times for offer structure, for anything not selling. Not to say everything's perfect, but really have done a point of that where it's now got me to the point where I've basically built out a consulting firm. And then energy and a hunger trumps experience. So I love this because that's me, man. I have high energy. I'm hungry, and yeah, there might be a few other people out there with the marketing consulting firm who do branding, but listen, I have the energy. I have the time, and I'll outwork anybody with experience right now building our consulting firm. We're in a time right now where there's a recession going on. So many companies right now don't know where to turn to. We're not here to waste your money and, more importantly, your time, right? Because time is what we don't get back, right? If you go to www.getclc.com, you'll see all the team. I had 3 of my team members out here at 10X. Andy was there for a little bit, Caesar and George who were there. And it was really great to have people there that can. And then I linked up with a lot of great connections, which I'm going to go back, put all these connections. I'll probably give you a call, or my executive assistant will give you guys a call out. So, hey, listen, those are my takeaways from 10X there. I know people are going to say, man, this is just some things that, you could hear anywhere on YouTube. And you're not wrong about that, okay? But what you don't get is the network of the people. Being around the people, of the contacts I have on my phone that we do, builds trust. I just got off the call with a contractor guy named Shannon. He's trying to go to his company, and he needs like a little bit more thing. SW Construction, right? And their site, he made his site himself, man. And that's my heart, man. I just want to help out business owners like that. Because I remember now I have people reaching out to me all the time. I want to do that for them, right? So by leading with that, that's what's really been able to change life consulting, showing a few things, of course, correct. There's so many expert marketers out there that just are scamming people's money. That's not what I'm trying to do at all, man. I'll gladly refund money if it doesn't give anybody value for it. I mean, within reason, kind of. We kind of have to do it, but that's really what the business is built on, right? To build everything. So go to getclc.com, getclc.com. We also have a special as brandisforever.com. I think we might be out of it by now, but that'll be what I do for personal branding right there on there. And if you go to getclc.com, you can book a call with an expert of one of our teams, which we've been there was a point, and I'll leave it with this. Grant looked at the screen and talked about all these guys, Earl Nightingale, Brian Tracy, and how he looked at these guys, and he wanted to be in one of those. And all I thought was, man, I'm next. And I don't mean this in any arrogant way or anything like that. And I think even if you really ask Grant or some of these guys, people have said it, right? I've had people say, Jeff, you got to go lead in your own way. You got to go follow. So me leaving my family, coming to Miami here and doing everything that I wanted to do but scared me to do, right? It scares you, fears the direction. And I leaned into it, and now we've built out what we built out. And it's so great to help businesses out. So if you need any help with branding or personal thing, yes, 100% I'd like to help you with that. We have a whole course coming out called Mastering Marketing, which we're going to be giving to companies, and it covers everything that I know from marketing good and interviewing subject matter experts. You can pre-order that now for a discount, okay? So I'll always do an offer, because if I don't do an offer, I just give value. It doesn't pay to get to the next Kokomo J is my dream, and B, it leaves you to go buy from somebody else, and then you get I've heard the horror story. So that's the whole deal there. I lost my voice. I didn't feel like doing content. I'm going to work on my collared shirts for my dad and Mr. Arturo Ganvini, who knows the style. I'm wearing nice pleated pants now. But thank you guys for watching. If you like these videos, click like, subscribe, and share. Please put your comments that you like in below. And we'll be back. Next up, we're going to be playing a mastermind in Colombia. And then we'll probably be back in Miami, Vegas, Texas. So we're going to plan a few. So we'll probably come to these little masterminds to your areas. And it's going to be value like this, but really going over branding, offers, construction. We'll get some real estate, all that stuff that's coming. So I'm excited what's going future. I don't know what my future holds, but I know who holds my future. So thank you guys for watching. Click like, subscribe, and hope to see you soon.